Yeah, I think this is another attempt to smear and besmirch Trump.
I'm very focused right now on my reelection and on the work of the select committee. And I can tell you that the single most important thing, though, is to ensure that Donald Trump is not the Republican nominee and that he certainly is not anywhere close to the Oval Office ever again.
Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney not backing down and focusing on getting reelected. The anti-Trump Republican also vowing to keep Trump away, as you just heard from the White House.
Cheney also accusing Trump of not stopping the January 6th Capitol Hill riots. It comes ahead of the Senate Rules and Administrations Committee hearing this week on the U.S. Capitol Police oversight following the January 6th riot. Let's bring in our panelists now for a reaction. Newsmax contributor Tom Borelli, he's and also Republican strategist Amy Tarkanian, and host of This is America with Rich Valdes. Rich Valdes. Happy New Year, panel. Welcome, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy New Year. Let's get this week started. All right, and we are officially in 2022, which means midterms are on the mind. She has been invited on a number of media networks to talk about her role on the Jan 6 committee. Here's what she had to say about former President Trump. Watch.
The president could have at any moment walked those very few steps into the briefing room, gone on live television, and told his supporters who were assaulting the Capitol to stop. He could have told them to stand down. He could have told them to go home.
And our producers pulled this from the archives, actually. This was Donald Trump on January 6th after the attack. Watch.
You have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt.
Rich Valdes, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think this is another attempt to smear and besmirch Trump. Obviously, he went out there and he said to go home. The question here for Liz Cheney and others is that he didn't do it fast enough, and this is why they highlighted those texts, which eventually blew up in their face when Jim Jordan clarified exactly what was going on. This is, again, part and parcel of what we see time and time again of Adam Kinzinger, Liz Cheney, and the other Never Trump Republicans doing absolutely everything they can to not only try and prevent Trump, which I think is very futile, but like Amy said, auditioning for their next step because they don't have a future in Republican politics.
I feel like we've been waiting for it, and we are finally here. So, panelists, if you could, please stick around. Still more to cover.
Yeah, still ahead. AOC maskless in Miami. Sounds like a good time, spending the New Year weekend partying, despite support for her mandates in New York and lockdowns in her home state. What she is accusing people of that criticize her. Our panelist weighs in on this after the break.
I like to call her all out crazy because I think so many of the choices that she makes are crazy now.
Well, speaking of New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez spotted in Florida, seen partying in Miami with actor Billy Porter at a packed gay bar over the weekend. She's not wearing a mask. She's smiling, having fun. The squad member facing major criticism after she's been staunchly supporting mask and vaccine mandates in her home state of New York, and also an outspoken critic of Republican Governor Ron DeSantis.
Many viewers pointing out that she would not be in Florida if she criticized the governor so much, but she is. Team DeSantis starting a war of words on Twitter after first tweeting out this from Team DeSantis. Welcome to Florida, AOC. We hope you're enjoying a taste of freedom here in the Sunshine State, thanks to Ron DeSantis' leadership, end quote. AOC firing back, quote, the fact that these people are so creepy, weird, yet are also the ones responsible for shaping the news headlines we all see in media should be really concerning. I don't even want to know what knuckle-dragging thoughts these people have all day while covering women in politics, end quote, on that tweet. She also went on, guys, to respond to a tweet from calling out her boyfriend's pale feet, saying this: if Republicans are mad they can't date me, they can just say that instead of projecting their sexual frustrations onto my boyfriend's feet, you creepy weirdos. Also, to note, AOC was sworn in 3 years ago.
Yeah, Florida looks amazing. It looks like a wonderful time, a great way to ring in the new year. But, Rich, if you go back to New York, 2-year-olds, they do have to wear face masks, 2 and up. In the state of New York, they're supposed to wear face masks. You've got kids who are either in and out of remote learning versus in-person learning where they have to eat lunch outside. You've got businesses that are forced to require people to show proof of vaccination before dining indoors. I mean, totally different worlds here. And where's the consistency when it comes to what she's prioritizing?
Well, in addition to inconsistency, I think many Democrats live their lives at the height of hypocrisy, and AOC is no different than this. I like to call her all out crazy because I think so many of the choices that she makes are crazy. Now, in a shocker here, I really don't criticize her for going to Miami because I wanted to go to Miami for New Year's as well. But I will criticize her for the response that she had when she said, "Oh, I wonder where Ron DeSantis is when he was taking care of his cancer-stricken wife." I think that was such a low blow, below the belt. And it really it reeks again of the hypocrisy and the narcissistic behavior that so many politicians have, but AOC in particular. She loves to think that everybody's out to get her. You know, I once tried to shake her hand at a Puerto Rican parade where we were both marching in, and she literally ran across the street. And hours later, one of her staffers tweeted the F-bomb at me, and then they deleted the tweet, but the New York Post caught it, you know, so they wouldn't think I was crazy. But this is how she is. She runs away from any type of criticism there is.
Yeah. And, you know, you've heard people point out the surging cases of COVID in Florida. Of course, we're seeing it in New York as well, and really all across the country. You don't hear so much about the other 49 governors as much as you do Ron DeSantis. Wow, what a popular guy. Thanks, panelists Tom Borelli, Amy Tarkanian, Rich Valdes. And Governor DeSantis will be giving an update on the monoclonal antibody treatments just moments from now. We'll bring it to you live.